Amy loves Rockefeller. Thank you for the organization and thank you for this amazing lady, Ellen, who invited me to this speech. So I know time kind of like not on our side. We've been delayed. I'm going to keep very, very short. Okay. And I'm glad and fun to be here and talk to everyone. And first of all, it's a pleasure to learning from all these inspiring women around sitting in this room. I learned so much from you all. And when I got invitation, I was like, I'm not the mother. Not yet. I'm glad to be one in the future. So what's the purpose I'm here? And I realized that, hey, every single woman as a motherhood is not a title that we get designed with. It's not a title that we receive when we give a birth. Motherhood is a natural responsibility or natural human being we born since we are women, the moment we born. And therefore, why am I here today? I think I can bring a different perspective from a younger generation, or younger people, relatively speaking, younger version. I see a few like young faces in here. That how do we view as motherhood leadership in general speaking, and then how can we learn from all of you guys who've done things through the journey already? I'm going to use two ways of thinking. One is micro and one is macro. Well, a little bit background about myself. My name is Amy Rockefeller, came from China, graduated from Wharton Business School 2023. Before that, I had my own companies. I was a pianist during my undergrads. And then had my own company, sold my own company, became a flight attendant, pilot, then also Juilliard graduate at the same time, and at the same time attending Wharton full-time. After Wharton, I was Goldman Sachs investment banker, Nomura investment banker, intern with Blackstone as a private equity, and then got in Jefferies as equity research, then got hired by a hedge fund for a couple of months, and the family office took me over. So now I'm an investor for a single family office. At the same time, I own my own consulting firm, which is we helping with my family office portfolio companies. We actively investing in both private and public. So is anyone in the room who are in healthcare, you have a company, you guys are looking for raising money, you come find me. We are actively trying to investing money in the healthcare business in general speaking. And now that's me. So now thinking back from micro and macro, as a leader for female in leader, from a macro perspective, what's the world going to be in the next, 5 to 10 years or 10, 30 years? As an investor, I'm thinking, what's the two things I'm thinking? One is AI. Second is healthcare. Why? It's because human being will be longer and longevity and longer living. And that also the birth rate continue low and low. So that's a good investment. What does that to do with us? That means motherhood is damn important. We don't born babies. The world gonna be, who gonna take over? So as a motherhood in general speaking, not just born baby, in general speaking, how to lead the world, how to have more newborn rates so the world can continue going. That's a big micro topic. Thinking about right now, why we're talking about Japan, Korea, and especially in China too. So China has one children policy back then, right? No longer has that. It's like over 3 children, so you can have more and more. Why? Newborn rate is important. So that's why motherhood is an important topic. Besides that, now we're talking about AI. AI, not just AI, they have robotics too. So if robotics take over the human beings working labors, so then that's okay for newborn rate to going low. But then motherhood can be again for the leadership. So that's why from micro perspective, motherhood or leadership in both general speaking is big topic. And that's why we all need, what does motherhood specifically standing for? So I have like 4 P to thinking that. P, personal, professional, peaceful, and powerful. So we have both ways. Personal, yourself, your family, you. And then we're talking about like professional, the world, how we present it to the world in general speaking, as a human being in general. And peaceful. As a woman, we know how to connect with people. We're born with like how to reading other people's. That's why we have emotions. I see people were crying early on for a few different people, right? Emotions. Without emotion, the world cannot connect it. So emotion, we'll talk about peaceful, then powerful. Think about how many of the women become all the world women leaders. There's a bunch of powerful women out there, right? So those four things connecting as a motherhood. That's why we're talking about micro is quite important. So the four P's. Now we think about macro. Okay, personal, me. How am I doing this? Become like rather than taking out my investor hat, taking out my like what's the next generations. Me. How can I be a good motherhood or leadership in general speaking? Well, I was thinking like, well, we all talking about where you came from, where it's like personal story. Like I came from family too. I lived with my mom when I was 4.5 years old. I have to live with my sister, get better education. I left China to go to study overseas when I was 14. I attended university at the age of 14. I graduated university at the age of 18. So I didn't really nurture myself. So that's why when I came here to see all these amazing ladies, I'm like, hey, moms, I need to nurture myself too through you guys to teaching how you raising your kids or how you like how many amazing children were raised or went to Wharton, which is last. And like a single mom was like how they survived in here. It's like, wow, that gave me a sense of power. Like I find moms here, just nurture myself. So personal speaking as macro personal speaking, a motherhood is how I nurturing me, myself. And eventually this nurturing will be passing down to my children or to my family or to my company or to the world in general as an investor. So now here I am today learning from all of you and all the moms here, those called from a minor like macro perspective, and that's called motherhood. Is you nurturing yourself. You might be a great mom for your children. Are you a great mom for you? Are you a great mom like nurturing yourself? Coming from different family, coming all for this country. So therefore, from both micro perspective, how the world gonna be next generation, or maybe after 10, 15 years, 50 years, like speaking, motherhood is important for both AI and for both robotics and for newborn rate. Okay, from a like macro perspective speaking, nurturing yourself. Because nurturing yourself connect all us together, make a bigger connections, and then we as a woman, we take over the world. So now I'm here to learn from you, guiding me through. Let me and all other generation behind me, let our young people to learn from all of you, because your today will be ours tomorrow. And how you want to take us, guiding us that way, is how we gonna get in the next generation people. So that's all in my speech, and thank you so much for having me. I think I saw your poster picture. You are very like a lady. A lady. You give me more power, much more power. That's called motherhood. We have peaceful and powerful. So I think personal and professional. Leadership naturally. We born with leadership. Like her, maybe she look like a lady, but she is much stronger than a leader. Right? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.